An introduction to historic and famous houses in Orange County serves as a gateway to exploring the vibrant cultural and architectural tapestry of the region. These houses are not just structures. They are living relics that tell stories of different eras, embodying the aesthetic preferences, technological advancements, and social dynamics of their times. Understanding these houses gives insight into the region's evolution, reflecting the diverse influences that have shaped Orange County over the decades. The significance of exploring historic and famous houses lies in their ability to serve as tangible connections to the past. They allow individuals to experience history firsthand, providing a sensory understanding that textbooks cannot offer. Furthermore, preserving and studying these houses often contributes to the community's cultural identity and pride. They can even stimulate local economies through tourism, as visitors are drawn to these architectural treasures. A prime example of such a historic home is the Kellogg House in Santa Ana. Built in 1898, this house showcases Queen Anne-style architecture, with its ornate detailing and asymmetrical facade. It offers a glimpse into the lifestyle of the late 19th century and serves educational purposes as part of the Heritage Museum of Orange County. Another notable residence is the St. Francis by the Sea Cathedral. Though primarily known as a place of worship, this tiny church, built in 1933 by renowned artist Charles B. Lummis, is emblematic of the unique blend of sacred and domestic spaces that characterize some of Orange County's historic sites. Opinions supporting the preservation of these structures often underscore their cultural and educational value, arguing that they foster a sense of continuity and appreciation for past craftsmanship. However, challenges in preserving historic homes include the financial burden of maintenance and restoration, particularly when original materials are scarce or techniques are no longer widely practiced. Critics may argue that resources could be better allocated to contemporary needs rather than preserving the past. Despite these challenges, historic houses play a crucial role in shaping the broader narrative of Orange County. They connect with other aspects of the topic by enhancing our understanding of regional development, influencing modern architectural trends, and informing community planning efforts. Exploring these homes not only enriches our knowledge of history and architecture, but also encourages reflection on how heritage informs present and future growth. Through these historic houses, we gain a deeper appreciation for the intricate layers of history that contribute to the unique character of Orange County today. When discussing criteria for selecting notable houses, we delve into the principles and standards used to determine which historic houses in Orange County are considered noteworthy. This involves evaluating various factors such as architectural significance, historical relevance, the prominence of past or current owners, and the impact of the property on local culture and history. Such criteria are vital in curating a list that reflects not only the architectural and aesthetic qualities of these properties, but also their cultural and historical stories. The significance of defining these criteria lies in their ability to guide the selection process, ensuring that each chosen property contributes meaningfully to Orange County's heritage narrative. By establishing clear standards, we can confidently present a list that is not only diverse in its offerings, but also resonates with a wide audience interested in architecture, history, and local lore. For example, the Richard Nixon Presidential Library and Museum in Yorba Linda, once the home of the 37th President of the United States, attracts attention due to its political history and the impact Nixon had on both national and international levels. Another notable property is Casa Romantica in San Clemente, a spectacular example of Spanish colonial revival architecture, known for its historical value and cultural enrichment programs. These examples illustrate how criteria based on historical significance and architectural distinction can result in a well-rounded representation of Orange County's storied past. There is a consensus among historians and architects that certain homes preserve essential facets of America's cultural and historical landscape, serving as educational resources and tourist attractions. However, determining these criteria is not without its challenges. Debates often arise around the weight each criterion should carry. Some argue that architectural beauty should prevail over historical significance, while others insist that the stories behind the homes are paramount. Moreover, the process might encounter controversies, such as disputes over property rights or debates about the authenticity of historical claims tied to specific homes. There is also the alternative viewpoint that the focus should be more on community relevance today, rather than historical significance alone, suggesting a dynamic rather than static approach to historical preservation. Understanding and applying these criteria influence not only the compilation of the list, but also how these homes are maintained, celebrated, and integrated into the community. Highlighting these homes ensures that Orange County's architectural and historical tapestry continues to educate and inspire both current residents and future generations. When exploring the most famous and historic houses in Orange County, understanding the overview of architectural styles represented is essential. Architectural style refers to the distinctive design features and aesthetic elements that characterize a building from a particular period, culture, or geographical location. These architectural styles not only define the visual identity of a house, but also reflect the cultural, historical, and social influences of the time in which they were constructed. The significance of exploring architectural styles in Orange County's historic houses is manifold. These architectural masterpieces serve as tangible links to the past, offering insights into the region's historical development, technological advancements, and cultural evolution. They contribute to the area's character and appeal, attracting tourists and architecture enthusiasts, thereby boosting local pride and the economy. Two prime examples of architectural styles represented in Orange County are the Spanish Colonial Revival and Mid-Century Modern. The Casa Romantica in San Clemente exemplifies Spanish Colonial Revival architecture with its red-tiled roof, stucco walls, and arched corridors, reflecting California's Spanish colonial heritage. In contrast, the Richard Neutra-designed Lovell Beach House in Newport Beach embodies mid-century modern principles, emphasizing simplicity, integration with nature, and innovative use of materials like steel and glass, symbolizing post-war American optimism and innovation. Supporters of this architectural discourse often argue that understanding and preserving these styles is crucial in maintaining Orange County's rich architectural heritage. They assert that these structures are invaluable educational resources that provide context for the county's development over the decades and inspire future architectural designs. However, there are challenges and controversies associated with the preservation and representation of these architectural styles. Marginalized voices may argue that these styles predominantly reflect Eurocentric influences, overlooking indigenous and minority contributions to the region's architectural tapestry. Additionally, maintaining and restoring historic buildings can be cost-intensive, possibly conflicting with modern development needs and zoning regulations. The overview of architectural styles intricately connects to other aspects of the main topic by offering a lens through which one can better understand the intentions behind each historic house's design choices and ownership patterns. These styles influence restoration decisions, tourism initiatives, and educational programs centered around these properties, making them pivotal in shaping Orange County's cultural and historical narrative. As such, acknowledging and appreciating the diverse architectural styles in this region enhances our overall appreciation of these historic treasures and their relevance in today's society. The section titled Profiles of the Houses and Their Historic Significance delves into the backgrounds of notable homes in Orange County, exploring both their architectural and cultural relevance. This concept emphasizes the importance of historic houses not just as structures, but as living pieces of history that offer insights into past eras, lifestyles, and social evolutions. Each house carries with it stories that reflect broader historical contexts, exemplifying various architectural styles, technological advancements, and socioeconomic conditions of the times in which they were constructed. Understanding the significance of these houses enhances our appreciation of regional history. It allows us to see how economic booms, cultural shifts, and historical events shaped the county's development. For instance, the Richard Nixon Library birthplace in Yorba. Linda not only offers a glimpse into the life of the 37th President of the United States, but also reflects the mid-20th century American political climate. Similarly, the Kellogg House in Santa Ana represents the turn-of-the-century craftsmanship and the rise of affluent communities in Southern California. Real-world applications of profiling these houses are evident in tourism and education. By highlighting these buildings' histories, we draw tourists seeking cultural enrichment, boosting local economies. Educationally, these profiles can serve as tangible tools for teaching local and architectural history, inspiring students by connecting the past to their surroundings. Opinions supporting this approach argue that preserving and comprehending these sites is vital for cultural continuity and civic identity. Historical houses provide a physical connection to the past, offering unique insights that documents or narratives alone cannot convey. However, challenges arise in this endeavor, including debates over property rights, funding for maintenance, and the potential for commercial exploitation. Some argue that modernization should not be hindered by preservation efforts, particularly in booming urban areas where real estate is at a premium. There are also concerns that focusing exclusively on well-known sites could overshadow other lesser-known yet equally important locations. This exploration of profiles interacts with other aspects of historic houses by informing preservation efforts. Comprehensive understanding strengthens advocacy for heritage protection policies and fosters community involvement. It also integrates with the broader narrative of Orange County's history, offering threads that, when woven together, tell a richer story of the region's growth and transformation. By examining these profiles, we gain not just knowledge of isolated structures, but insights into the very fabric of Southern California's past.